Welcome back. Today I'm going to solve some puzzles on chess.com, but because I just finished a long puzzle solving session with the higher rated puzzles, what I'm going to do is go to custom puzzles and choose a rating range. That's because there's types of puzzles and tactics here in the lower rated puzzles that I don't see anymore when I'm working on puzzles that are 2000 and something like that. But if you're new to my channel, I'm not a titled player or anything like that. I'm just a 51-year-old person trying to get better at chess. And solving puzzles is one of the ways that I do that. As you can see here, I've set the rating range from 100 to 400. I'm just going to do a couple of these. Usually they're pretty easy. Almost always they're checkmates in one. And then I'll raise the rating range and do a few more at each level. Let's just go. Hopefully you will get something out of this too. This looks like I have a check right here, but I don't know. I am playing with the black pieces. This one is not a checkmate in one, is it? But they'll only have a couple of legal moves. They can move the rook to block, in which case I can check down here. I don't know. I'm going to try that. This is not a checkmate in one, but it seems harder than the normal puzzles at this rating range. Oh, it just stopped there. Okay. Yeah, I get pretty frustrated with the ones that just stop. I'm pretty sure they would have to block with the rook, although they could also move out of check by putting the king on h2. If they blocked, I suppose I could come across and check, and then when they blocked again, then I could go down there and that would be mate. I don't know. It didn't keep going. I can't suggest a theme because it didn't go on. So anyway, let's do the next one. This looks like I just take the queen with the pawn, doesn't it? Surely I don't advance, because if I advance the pawn, then they can get in front of it. So I'm going to take the queen. Oh, and they moved there? Well, in this case, it's easy because I will pin the rook and it'll have to take, and it didn't take. Well, then I'll just take the rook. Usually they take, and then I would promote with the pawn that way. Okay, again, can't suggest the theme because I don't know what it would be. Hanging piece, I guess. The queen was just hanging there. I'm playing with the black pieces. Okay, I only have one rook left. Well, I can check, which would leave the king only one legal move, and then I would check, and then I would go into the corner, and that should be mate. Let's try that. Oh, they blocked. Okay. Then it went there. Then I would check here, and then that's mate. Last time I did this, I got a lot out of it, so that's one reason that I'm doing it again. But last time I did 4 at each rating range. This time I'm only going to do 3 at each rating range. So let's go back to custom puzzles and change this from 400 to 800. And I do remember they got a little bit more difficult at this range. Here I can take the knight with check. I don't know what they would be able to do at that point. I guess they would have to block, and then I would take again. Or they could block with the queen. Oh, they blocked with the knight, so I'll take that. Oh, they blocked with the bishop, so I'll take that. And they blocked with the queen, and that's mate. Mate in 3+, I think it was. Okay, that one was not as difficult as the first 400 to 800 I did last time. Next. Ooh, these are more difficult. I am, again, playing with the black pieces. Okay, wait, I had white in the last one, didn't I? Okay. This just looks like a simple pawn race. I think I'm going to promote first, and they'll get there, and then I will have to, I guess, come up here and check. I'm not sure. But nothing else makes sense other than moving that pawn. I mean, I can't move this pawn. And if I'm going to move a pawn, why would I move this one when that one's closer? And I can't do anything with my king because that pawn's way too far. So let's move this. Oh, they moved that one. Should I take it? Because if I don't, or should I push? Because if they take me, then I'll still promote first. Should I take or push? You know what? If I take, they're going to push this one. So I should push. Oh, I did. Okay, then I should promote. That one seemed difficult at first, but it's a matter of eliminating the options that don't make sense, and that left only one thing. Playing with the black pieces, do I have a checkmate? I do have a check, which is down here, but they could block with the queen, but then I could check over there, and they would have to move away from the queen, either by taking or getting out of check, and I would win the queen. I think that's it. I'm going to try that. Oh, they did that. Well, then I will remove the defender and take the queen. Okay, this one I'm going to suggest removing the defender if that is a theme. And that was 3 at that range, so let's go set a new range. Puzzles, custom puzzles. Let's do 800 to 1,000. I'm playing with the white pieces. Let's see, let's check for checks. I do have a check here. That's just checkmate. That's checkmate in 1. I'm pretty sure. Mate in 1. Pin? Wait, what's pinned? Battery? No. I mean, that, I guess, technically is a battery, but usually it's only a battery if it's pointing at something. And my queen wasn't lined up with my bishop. So no, there's no battery here and no pin that I can see. Let's do another one. Black pieces. I do have a check, but they could just take. Oh, this is not just a check. It's a discovered attack on that rook. Okay, so if I check, I mean, they could move out of check, but then I would take the rook. I mean, if they moved that way, obviously I would take the rook. If they moved this way, I could check again, and they couldn't come out this way. They'd have to go back, so I could check again and then win the rook. I'm going to try that, and I can take the rook with my rook, right? Oh, they took that way, so this is a check. And is that mate because of my bishop? Okay, and again it said pin. What was pinned? I guess my knight kind of was pinned, but I was able to break the pin with check. I would call it discovered attack. I'm going to add discovered attack. Okay, and then I will do one more. This is a checkmate in one because my bishop is guarding that square. Pretty sure. Okay, let's raise the rating range again. I'm having a little bit better luck this time than I did the last time I tried this. 1200. Okay, well, first thing we're going to look for is checks. I do have this check. The king would only have one legal move at that point, and then this would be mate. So I think this is a mate in two. Nothing else is guarding that square. Okay. And I have a check here, but it's not mate because the king can move. But then I could check again, but they'd have to block with the knight. Let's see, if I check, yeah, they have to go there. But then if I check again, they block with the knight, and I can't make it through, can I? And plus, when the knight moves, it would give the king a square to escape on. Oh, you know what? I could check with the bishop. Then when the king moves, I'm not sure what I would do then. I think there's something else to this one, I think. I don't know what it is. Okay, this one is a little tougher. Almost has to start with this, doesn't it? But what do I do after they move? Because again, if I check, they can block with the knight. Yeah. If I follow with the check and they block with the knight, which I think they have to, then I can threaten mate here. But it's not threatening mate because they can move out. I don't know. I'm going to try it. It could be wrong, and if so, we'll find out why. Oh, that was right. Okay. I mean, I can't do that, right? I don't have anything guarding this square. I guess I could move here, threatening... No, that doesn't threaten mate because my queen is in a different spot. Okay, so what do I do when they block with the knight? Bring the bishop, and then if they escape, then I can move a rook over and check. Or should I move the rook over to attack the knight first? I don't know. This one's pretty complicated. I'm going to check in the corner just because I have no idea what else to do. Oh, they did block with the knight. Okay. It almost has to be this, right? Or should I bring a rook first to keep the king from escaping? And also, I mean, one question is, what do they play when I put the bishop there on h2? Because I'm not really threatening mate, am I? In fact, I would be kind of locking my queen in there. I don't know if I should bring the rook first or the bishop first. I kind of want to bring the rook first, but I have no idea. I'm going to bring the bishop first. It could be wrong. Oh, that was right, and they did this. Okay, well then should I take here? Because I can't take here. Because that pawn is pinned, but the pawn is still protected. Let's see, if I take here, they have to move, then I check, and they come out here. Wow, okay, yeah, it's really good that I went for these. I'm going to take the knight just because I don't want to waste any more time. I have no idea if that's the right answer or not. It was, okay. I have to know, though. Let's go to the analysis board. Let's go to the end of this, because there's only one legal move, so now what do I do? Okay, there's two moves that work, and that's why the puzzle didn't continue. One is to check with the h-rook, and the other is to take this pawn, which gets me out of danger from the rook. Okay, see, I probably would have checked here. Oh, and their best move would have been to block with the bishop to get their bishop out of danger, and then I would have had to have taken this pawn. Okay, and I just would be up -3 at that point. Wow. Okay, I'm glad I found the right moves on that one, but I wasn't sure at each step. At every step of the game on that one, I was not sure. And I have no idea what the theme would be. One more at this level, and then I will go to the next level, I guess. Oh, this is tough. There's going to be a discovered check whenever they move that knight, and they're going to win my rook, and I can't go this way because of their bishop. I can't take that because I think that would be mate. Do I have a checkmate? I do. Okay, this is the fun one, because that's a double check. If I put the knight on h6, both the queen and the knight are checking the king. So they couldn't block with the rook or take the knight. They would have to move the king to the corner. Then I'm going to shoot my queen in there. It's going to be protected by the knight, so the king can't take. The rook will have to take, and then I'll have checkmate here with the knight. Pretty sure. Okay. Yeah, that's one of those that you only see after you've seen a couple of times. And I've seen it enough times that I knew it had to be a check or a mate because I'm about to get mated down here. That was 3 at that level. Let's up this one more. I don't remember where I stopped the last time I did this, but I'm going to do 1200 to 1400 and see what we get. Hopefully I can get 3 puzzles at this range as well. Well, I'm in check, and I have to get out of check. Okay. Nope, not that one. Okay. Because the bishop, I'm playing with the black pieces. Yeah, the bishop guards that square, so I can't go that way. So I have 5 choices? Because I can't capture. I don't have any piece that can capture that. I have 5 choices. Let's see. Well, if I go here or here, they can check again. If I go to D5, they can check again. If I go to D6, they can check again with the rook. So it looks like it has to be D4 because from that one, they could check again too. And then they would win that pawn. So should I go this way, let them check again, and then come over one? But then they're going to go get behind this pawn and win it, aren't they? No, if they get behind the pawn, I'm going to win the bishop. But yeah, they can check me again with the rook. They can check me again with the rook or the bishop. They can check me again with the rook, either one of those 2 squares guarded by the bishop. They can check me again. They can check me again. Well, I'm going to go here. I have no idea which one's better. It's a guess. Oh, that was wrong. Let's find out why. It had to be king to D4. All the other moves are bad. Okay, what was bad about this one? Because they could check me again here. Well, then I was going to go there to defend this pawn. Not that it really needed it, but then what? Then they're going to play bishop to D3, and I'm going to promote and win their bishop, right? You know what, though? I guess one problem with this is that they can check here and win this pawn, but why was the other one better then? But then can't they check again? It says it's their best move to check here, quite a bit better than the other one. So let's go to E4 check, and then they're going to win this pawn, right? Now what do? I go to C3, and it's not their best move to take this pawn, but I'm up -4 somehow, and I wasn't the other way. Yeah, I don't understand that one at all. That one, oh, I have to solve it in order to see the rating range of it? Okay, well, it was here. Whoop, they checked me again, and it was here, and they took the, oh, it's still going. Then I take the bishop. Oh. But I could have taken the bishop the other way too. Well, that was rated 1260. It doesn't tell me what the solving rate was. And like this one, like you saw, I had so many different ways to get out of check, but in all of them, it looked like I would win that bishop one way or another. Here, I want it in exchange for that pawn, and it's not clear that I'm ahead because they have 2 passed pawns over here with a rook. Or is it that they're not going to be able to get their rook down here? Well, because I have to get my rook out from in front of it. I guess that's what it is. But the other way, it looked like they might end up getting this pawn, but then I would promote and get the bishop, and then I would still have that pawn, is what it looked like. So I don't understand this one, but I am going to go on and try to do 2 more at this rating range. Hopefully they won't be that bad. Okay, this one they are trying to get a passed pawn. If I take it, they will have a passed pawn protected by their bishop. If I go forward, I blockade both of those pawns. And if they take my pawn and give up their bishop for it, I'll still be guarding this square, so I should be okay. So should I move it forward then? Right? I shouldn't take. Almost certain that I shouldn't take. What else can I do? I guess I could not take or push, because if they take me, I can always blockade their promotion square, and then I could go after that pawn, which is currently protected by their bishop, or I can't advance this one because that lets that one pass. Well, this is definitely a reason to come back and work on some of the lower rated puzzles because some of these are pretty hard. I have no idea what the answer to this one is, but I suspect it's pushing because I don't know anything else makes sense. I might be wrong again. Let's find out. I was wrong again. Okay, what was the answer? Go to the analysis board. The answer was they played F6 and my answer was bishop to H5 check. That's the only one that worked here. Okay, why? I don't understand. Okay, I check. They can play king to F2. They can play king to G3. What they can't do is go here because of my pawn, or here because of my king, or here because of my light squared bishop. So they just basically have 3 legal moves. And in all of those cases, I'm going to take their bishop next. But then won't they do this? I'm going to try this one. And okay, so I had to check. And I should have looked for checks first, but I didn't. I was worried about this pawn. Okay, so I saw from the eval bar, the lines there, that I should take this bishop. Now they're going to do that. Okay, so I have to protect the promotion square this way, right? Well, that one I should just take. Okay. Okay, so the answer is I shouldn't have been worried about this because I have a check, and they only had 3 legal moves with their king, which would allow me to win the bishop. And then if they advance this pawn straight forward, my bishop can come back and take it. And if they do what they did, then I can come back here and guard the promotion square. Okay, that seems straightforward enough. And they under-promoted knowing that I was going to take. And I don't know why they played that instead of maybe this, but okay. Wow, I failed both of these at this rating range. That's interesting. I also was going fairly quickly. This will be my last one. Ooh, we're again getting ready for a discovered check of some kind. When that knight moves, I will be in check. Do I have checks? That's the answer. That's not a check. This is a check, but it looks like I would just lose my queen, and I don't have a good follow-up. For just a second, I thought I could put my rook in the corner guarded by the bishop, but then their knight could just take my rook and I would be in check. So that's not it. Should I take this pawn? Because it's not a check. Wait, nope, there's more than one check. There's this check. I didn't consider that. What if they take? Then I would have a check, and they would have to go to the corner, and that would be mate. Wait, is that it? Because if they don't take, their only other legal move would be to go to the corner, and then this would be mate. So I think they'll take, right? They'll capture my knight with the pawn, but that leaves open the g-file where I can check with my queen on g5, not here or here because of their pawns, but then nothing else, nothing can block or capture my queen, so they'd have to move over, and then I take, and that's mate. Oh, wow. Okay, it has to be here, I'm pretty sure. And then this. Okay, well, I got one of them. I know it has 3 check marks, but that's because I went and solved them. These aren't rated, so it doesn't matter that much. But yeah, I definitely need to work more on the puzzles in this rating range, which was 1200 to 1400. Okay, I'm going to keep doing this every so often because, again, when I'm doing my normal puzzle videos, all the puzzles are 2100, 2200, and so on. So I definitely need some more practice with these lower rated things. All right. Hopefully you got something out of this. If nothing else, I'm pretty sure I failed at least one of those that I failed by not following my own checklist. So maybe you got that out of it. Follow the checklist when solving puzzles and try to remember to use it in games. That's one thing I fail at several times. I missed one in the game just the other day in a blitz game. I didn't look for checks and I had one, and it was a fork. I could have won the queen. Regardless, thank you for spending your time here, and I'll see you next time.